Don't sweat the small things in life. How's it going, everyone? I hope that you enjoyed that little walk that we just took right now. So beautiful down here. I just wanted to share that with you because it's just such an amazing place to be able to find, you know, happiness and just everything that's going on. So for those of you who don't know me already, my name's Chris. I'm here to help you find your happiness. And in today's video, we're gonna be talking about not sweating the small things in life, you know, because at least I know for me in the past, I got so hung up on things that were just not really that important, right? It was more so just like wanting to prove a point, wanting to, you know, prove that I was right and somebody else was wrong. And, you know, in the end, it really just doesn't really get you anywhere. It just gets you more frustration and mostly like in a relationship. If you're trying to do that in a relationship, it's even worse because then you just cause that other person to feel in a manner which like they, you know, it's like you win, I lose, right? Or I win, you lose. And it's like, it's a really crappy feeling to have when someone else is, you know, worried about things that, you know, when you're on your deathbed wouldn't even matter. Like, and that's kind of one of the things that you have to ask yourself is like, when you're sitting on your deathbed and it's like the last 5-10 minutes of your life, you know, ask yourself, what are truly the things that are going to matter to you at that point? It's not going to be, oh, you didn't, you know, make me dinner, or you didn't do the laundry, or, you know, you forgot to go to the grocery store, or you forgot to put gas in the car, or just whatever little BS like that happens in life, you know. Those are things that happen, man. It's just life. It's you know, life is full of ups and downs, and the more that we can realize that, the more that we can really start to find true inner happiness and inner peace. Because think about how much time and how much effort it actually takes to be sitting there in this incessant cycle thinking about all of those things that are that are bothering you. You know, mostly when it's small stuff that doesn't even really matter in the bigger picture. And that's one of the things that, you know, I've really been asking myself a lot these days is, what is it that truly matters in my life? And what is it that I should really focus my energy on? Because if any of you are familiar with the law of attraction, you know that where focus goes, energy flows. So whatever you're focusing on is going to expand. That's just the way it's physics. I mean, this is proven science. So the more that you focus on a small little thing, that bigger and bigger and bigger that small little thing is going to get, until the point it just becomes this big, huge thing that shouldn't have been anything in the first place. So I really want to just ask you to take the time, you know, whether it be today, whether it be tomorrow, whether it be next week, or even next month, just take some time to really analyze what are those things that are bothering you right now. Because I know that's, I mean, even myself, like even as far as I've gone through my healing journey, there's still things that bother me. But one of the things that I've gotten really good at is asking myself, why are they bothering me, right? Like in the last video that I made, I asked you guys to ask yourself, you know, why do these things keep coming up? But in this video, I want to ask you, like, ask yourself, why are these things bothering me? And then you really have to get to a point where it's like, is it something that's really worth fighting for? Because I'll tell you right now, like what I've come to realize, the only thing truly worth fighting for is my inner happiness and my inner peace and love. Those three things. Aside from that, like, you won't get me to argue for nothing. Like, I just don't engage in those things anymore, because I know that, you know, if there's someone coming at me for something that's so small like that, I don't just brush them off. I basically look at them and say, okay, I understand your perspective. And what that does is that diffuses the situation and then allows us to continue talking or come back to it at a later time when we can actually get something accomplished for whatever it is that's bothering them. Because I'm not telling you, like, when I tell you don't sweat the small things, like, I'm not telling you to, like, disregard what somebody else is bringing to your attention. Even though if you might think it's small, to them it might be something bigger, and it's definitely worth acknowledging and worth discussing at a time where it's not heated. So again, just, you know, take this time when, you know, whenever it comes naturally, don't force it, but just whenever it comes to mind and you have some time and you're sitting around a house or out here somewhere like I am, you know, you can really take the time to really ask yourself, am I coming at my significant other? Like, are the things that I'm really, you know, complaining about, or the things that I'm really, you know, giving them a hard time about, are those really things that truly matter in the overall scope of the relationship? And if they're not, then that's something that you may really have to figure out within yourself. But if they're things that are truly bothering you, right, and they're causing you to really feel like a lot of strain or frustration or anger, it's definitely important to talk about it so that it doesn't lead to hate. Because then when that happens, then that's when everything starts to turn to crap, and that's what you don't want to happen. But what I really encourage you is to really think about how you're approaching that other person about these things that are bothering you, and then to really ask yourself, is squeezing the toothpaste from the end of the tube really that big of a deal when they squeeze it from the middle? Right? Things like that are really not that big of a deal. So those are the kind of small things that I really want you to kind of think over in your head and really ask yourself, are they worth really fighting for? And again, if it's not your inner happiness, if it's not your inner peace, and if it's not about love, then it most likely isn't. All right, everybody, so just another reminder, don't sweat the small things in life. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to smash that thumbs up button, and please, if you can, share this video with somebody who you think might benefit from it, because we never know when the right words from the right person will hit somebody at the right time and help them find their happiness. Until next time, I'm sending you all much love. Namaste.